Squaw Valley, California. Darian Boyle is one of the best extreme skiers in the world, and today she's in top form.
It was a beautiful, glorious day, just crystal blue skies. They'd just done 4 feet of powder, but unfortunately there wasn't a lot of base.
It's a dangerous combination.
All day, every time I jumped off a cliff or straight lined something, I'd hit a rock.
Darian is about to call it a day.
It's the last run of the day. On my way to get a beer, my buddies are like, come on, let's go up to the top. One more run. Famous last words.
She perches atop a treacherous cliff. She makes a jump turn to position herself. And then...
Oh, my God. Oh.
The agonizing fall begins on the first turn of the run.
Right as I landed, because it's volcanic rock, it's really grabby. And it just literally stopped me, stopped my ski, and flicked me. I just felt my whole spine just crack. I remember just flipping over a cliff, and somehow landing on my back.
Darian knows right away she's not getting up from this one.
I remember sitting up trying to spit the snow out. I just went, oh my God, I broke my neck.
She can't move. She's also struck by the fear of brain damage. In minutes, Darian's on her way to a hospital. It's weeks before doctors know if she'll walk again.
And I remember coming out with this halo on. And they literally stick screws right here in your head. They were about this long. They look like daggers.
3 months later, Darian is free of the halo. She retires from competitive skiing with no regrets. She's just grateful that the last run of the day wasn't the last run of her life.
My doctors still say it's a miracle every day. There's no one as lucky as me. I dodged every single bullet there possibly was to dodge.
Abbottstown, Pennsylvania. Lap 4 of a sprint car race. These tiny sprint cars cut corners at 120 miles an hour. For one speed demon, that's too fast. Car number 8 comes out of a turn and clips another racer. It goes flying over the rail, right toward the stands. The sprint car shreds as it grinds over the rail. Spectators who have time to react run for their lives. Others can only hold their breath. The sprint car tears into a chain-link fence. It's history, but the driver's intact. Lucky for everyone, that fence was installed just before the race. It proves to be the thin line between life and death. Boynton Beach, Florida. What once was a house is now a raging inferno. Belching explosions, threatening an entire neighborhood. Melvin Todd is right next door, one of the neighbors whose quiet night is thrown into chaos.
All of a sudden, just this big boom that just rocks the house. The kind of thing just rocks you to the core. And that's when I saw, this fire, explosions and things going off.
Melvin grabs his video camera and runs toward the flames.
Just for a brief instant, something said, hey, don't go back there. And it was just this fear, this little chill that I had. The adrenaline is still just running through me, and I'm still shaking like a leaf.
He tries to remain calm while he shoots.
Yeah, you heard screaming, a lot of panic and chaos. People didn't know what's going on.
But the blazing compound seems to be shooting back. Rockets whistle and shrapnel flies. One blast knocks the camera out of Melvin's hands.
I've never felt anything like that before in my life. It's just incredible.
It takes firefighters all night to put out the blaze. By morning, the damage comes to light. They discover the neighbor was using his backyard as a fireworks factory. Luckily, no one is hurt. Melvin and his neighbors will never again take a quiet night for granted.
I can still hear the big low boom. I think the outcome from the explosion could have always been worse. Somebody could have been seriously injured, if not killed.